It's up. I'm going to work on making a video for a Rift brand. There you go. Gonna have a couple buddies come in, and we're just gonna see all the good and bad things about this game. I wanted to show off a little bit of my my accounts right here. I tried to put in more, but they wouldn't actually let me log in anymore. So I'll just show this off a little bit. This is my custom guild, Joncor's Pet, my main Joncor roster. Most of these guys you saw be twinks back in the day. I've always been into twinking as far as BGs and Battlegrounds and 19 twinks, and even in EverQuest, you know, throwing 2 SODs and a Fungi on a level 1 monk, and go duel people. So I've always been big into it, and I actually sent an email to Rift quite a few years back, allowing us to cap our experience so we couldn't level up in BGs, and they actually did it for a time. Even though I kind of quit after that, I got bored. I had all these twinks. You know, all these guys were at different bracket levels of, you know, 10, 19, 20, 29, just spamming it so I could always be best in slot. And I'll show you some of those twinks. I actually have a lot of those twinks shown in other videos. But this is basically all kind of migrated. I kind of gave them all their own accounts and decided I want to level them all up and have them all have their own trade skill, because really twinking it's not needed in this game anymore. So I just wanted to just do it myself. So much good in this game, so much bad in this game. It's kind of hard to pinpoint it. What to even talk about? I would guess my main beef, my main problem with this game is their pain system, but we can get more into that later. You know, I feel so left alone and abandoned as far as the PvP stuff goes. You know, it's just never changes, never gets any better. Blues. Let me show you if I guess get to. Oh. And by the way, this isn't my oldest account. This is my my power leveling account. My mage. It's the one all my guys, all, you know, 14 plus accounts, 20 accounts I have, are all linked to, so I can teleport them and power level them and do all that fun stuff. The character, however, you know, he's not finished. He still has some crappy gear, but for the most part, it's just mainly this. I mean, these blues have been here forever. Nothing has crit power. I mean, I come from a time where I used to be best in slot with you know, 65, just dominate everybody. And to be honest, I still, and you got to know too, when you're in a BG, this stuff scales. So level 65 gear, like the cloak, is better than this cloak, this 70 cloak blue in BGs. Same thing with this ring. It's better than this Reaper ring. The crit power, man. This game is all about crit power. Same thing with the necklace, right? Charms, level 65 charms are used more than, you know, level 70 stuff. Same thing with the ring. I mean, this game is ruled by crit power. You know, it's why I try to get there's no crit power there. These two are trash. Everything else, it's all, you gotta focus on crit. Crit power is just nothing there either, trash. You know, it's really helps, man. It's what wins the games. I really only you know, log on and play this game just to do my dailies, and I mean, there's so much, you know, the pain aspect. So pay to win, except for a PvP. I really feel that. I mean, you could still even buy all this stuff with just money. You don't have to grind for it. You don't have to work hard for it. I choose not to do that. You know, I got all the time in the world, and I really don't think they're ever gonna fix the PvP gear. And it's just what can I say? I think it's they dropped the ball immensely. So I'll show you my oldest account. That's Pain, who used to be a 29 twink. Death. Primalist. You know what? Let me go ahead and stick on a mount on this guy too. It's on this account. And again, I have so many more accounts to load up and show off, but just won't let me log into it. And the last time I tried logging into all my accounts, they just straight up banned me. They banned my whole IP. Couldn't even log on their website. They do a huge petition. You know, I don't know. They're not very multi-box friendly. You know, it's just one of those things. So, yeah, I have a huge issue with the PvP. Don't like the pay-to-win feature. Really just kind of giving you an intro of some of my stuff. I might go into more of my accounts and show stuff off later. There it is. No. Trade. This is one of my favorite mounts. One of the coolest ones, other than the golems. Oh man, too much I think is going on to process right now. Maybe I crashed on all of them. Okay, definitely did the trade. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. Got this mount on 2 accounts. Going to go ahead and log on. I'll keep popping in, showing you all my characters as I log in for this Harvest Festival stuff. Show off all my tunes a little bit. I did this guy and this Primalist, and let's see here. I think I showed off Love. Harbinger. Oh, and another thing too, the way that I like to do it, I like to I don't like to unlock. I have one account that has everything unlocked. That's my main account. That's not even logged in right this second. My oldest account is Pain. Let's do it over here. That's the only one other than my main account that's not Raft, so I can't summon all these people and, hold my own raids and whenever I use a multi-box system. However, this is a new thing. I used to be able to multi-box everything. I used to be able to put as many accounts as I possibly could without any client errors popping up, without anything like that. They don't do it anymore. Don't know what they changed. But I really like to be more specific. I don't like to buy every single account, everything. Like my John Club, my power leveling account, that is just basically a Harbinger account. It's the main spec I have. Only extra souls I purchased, except for the original collector's edition, stuff like that. That's also where my max rank 8 rogue was from, classic game. That's another thing I was really messed up about. I had prestige rank 8, max rank. There's nowhere else for to go. This was I think when the first expansion came out around that time. Max level 50. I had all the best gear in the game. As in my marksman spec, I could basically one-shot anybody who wasn't, geared like me. I mean, if you were geared like me, if you were rank 8 or 7 or even 6, I doubt I could one-shot you. But all these low people with their low gear, it was just easy pickings, and I loved it. And I quit. I retired on top. When I came back during the more recent X pack, I think it was like when 65 was the max. I was already leveled to 51. They just gave that to me. And I didn't want to level that guy 51. In fact, I wanted to keep him like a twink. This classic thing, showing off the classic gear, the classic armor, that you can't really get anymore. And I eventually leveled him to 65 because, hey, why not? He was already level 51. But, yeah. I don't like that. I don't like how their PvP system is. Even the PvP games, all my favorite games from, the original Rift and the first expansion pack of Rift, these things are awesome. They don't even have these big battles anymore. Everything is small little BGs, and it seems like they're just. It seems like it's dying. Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on their customer service. It's ridiculous. You got a problem, weeks to fix anything. And they might not even fix anything. I have a problem where, they haven't even fixed it. I mean, they can't fix it. They say they can't fix it. There's no rollbacks. There's no. There's a lot of bad with this game, but there's a lot of good. I do love the gameplay. I love the customization of souls, even though it just produces multiple god classes, multiple god specs. Like in my opinion, if you're mage, Harbinger is the god spec. If you're a primalist, I mean dervish, that's the god spec. If you're a rogue, marksman god spec. Everything has its the little warrior is what warlord. Every class has this god spec that can just one shot you if you have the gear. if you have everything ready for it, which really forces people to play all of these things, so you kind of know what everybody's playing, and that really takes the fun out of it when you know every single mage is going to be a Harbinger, or the healing spec, or maybe a Warlock to dotting, but even you don't see much of that in PvP. You know when you see a warrior, it's probably going to be a warlord, and it's going to have this one button, macro that kills you, and the dervish is a one button macro that kills you. Harbinger has 3-button macro that can kill you. The balancing system is just ridiculous, and I know we're going to get in that with my buddy, who has endless complaints on that. And yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to close this video. I'm going to hop on some other accounts. I'll look at these guys real quick for you in case you just wanted to see. I don't know if people want to see with this. Recently got back into this game when they gave out the new free expansions. I moved all these guys over to all their own accounts, just because I wanted to be able to have more accounts. I've been 2-boxing since the beginning. Mage and rogue, and I just wanted to step it up and attempt to get more into it. Just meeting running into complications over and over and over again, because there's so much of this game that is just so bad, but there's still a lot of good. I do love the custom souls. I wish it was more balanced. I wish PvP gear would be updated. I wish, man, they would just do more. I mean, it's just an endless grind. I mean, any of my videos you can see my guy's prestige rank. It's up to 100 now, and you don't unlock new gear. The old days, the higher level you would progress, you unlocked new gear slots. So you were grinding for it. You were grinding for that rank 8 because you wanted that rank 8 set, because it boosted your character crazy, and you could just one-shot people with a button. It was awesome. There is no focus for that grind. You can have all the best stuff at prestige rank 1, right, and just pay it all. Pay $10 an item, or whatever, $5, $8 an item, and have everything you want. I mean, there's a few things you can't do that with, but I mean, I'm sure that's going to change too. So this is my first video, my little introduction. I'm going to post it up raw, but I plan to edit all this out because I don't have a script. I'm not a professional. I just wanted to document my empire that is on Rift, and show off my empire that's on Rift. I'm trying not to focus too much on my main anymore. I kind of want to roll a new main, probably going to roll a Primalist, just because they're the flavor of the month, and whatever. I do miss my rogue. But anyway. Thanks a lot. I'm going to close this up. Did I show everybody? All these characters? Show this one. Pain. What else? What else do I have? Wrath, that's a newbie. Oh, the cool thing that I guess I could show real quick. All of these characters, every single one of them, because I made them all on the same day and moved them all. They are all have the same face. And that's a pretty fun little thing. I don't know. Like they're all the same. Same skin, all same height, same details. I made them all at the same time. I made like 14 characters. Right, yeah, 14 characters. All with awesome names that you saw. All the same height, all the same look. I mean, you know, I wanted people to make sure all in the same guild, John Car's Pet. That they were all me. I like people knowing it's me. I'm a kind of big deal in this game. I used to be a big deal when I first came out. Like I said, my rogue and my mage. People knew me back on Briarcliff. I just kind of quit. You know, a lot of people, they message you to, like, you know, come bring your rank 8 into this Warfront, or, you know, come on this, you know, Rift raid, and, you know, people knew who you were and knew the damage you could do, and they wanted you to be on the team, and if you were online, it was like a responsibility to really help the community to, you know, fight these rifts and stuff like that, because I had the gear, because I put the time in, and I got burnt out, played it a lot, played it way too much, got bored of it, you know, and kind of quit. I mean, I came back every now and then. You know, my buddies were here. One of my buddies, the guy I'm going to invite, really got me into this game. You know, made it funner. But, you know, I quit. He always gave me a heads up on this. And I'd always come back, check out the expansion. Maybe I'd buy it, maybe I wouldn't. I didn't buy all the expansions. He was the one who told me that Rift was giving out the free content. I did come back for Nightmare Tide. And that was fun. No regrets there. Totally different game. The gear system was way better. Everything about that game was just great. The first expansion pack was great. The original game was great. Here, you know, I mean, they force people to pay. They don't have a good customer service. Because their game is dying, they gave it away for free. I still did my best to just, I mean, I've spent thousands of dollars on this game over my history of playing it since 2011. It's a fun game. I hope they fix it. I hope they put the words in. I always try to give them the most advice I can, and things that I'd like to see and what I'd like to do. And really, just their half, their programming, their GMs. They don't have a lot of power. They can't do what could really be beneficial to this game. So yeah, I'll show off some more characters later. And see what I can do. With that, I'll say peace. Probably upload this straight to YouTube and just leave it unedited. And probably could have brushed my hair first. I don't know. I've been putting this off for a while, and I figured if I never do it, it'll never happen. If I don't do it now. So yeah, fun. Wait till somebody get $20 to edit it or something, because probably too lazy for that too. So yeah, we're gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna come back in a little bit, have some more characters up, see if I can't fix some stuff. Hope you guys liked it. Peace.